10 minutes, instead of being still and being in the moment,
like an opportunity.
I feel like there are communities inside the community. So the
when you wake up, first thing, what does your mind do when you wake up?
What does it do? Think about the phone.
Yeah, like your mind starts to think right away. I need to do this, I need to do that.
What's your name?
Bayobra is my good name. Yep.
So,
what is your name?
I'm Makena J. I'm a YouTuber. So what do you do?
I'm the founder and co-owner of Yoga Hut Kenya. I've been teaching yoga for 11 years. Global influencer, that is. And the type of yoga that I teach is power vinyasa yoga. So when I say vinyasa, I mean flow. The type of yoga that I teach, we do hold active poses. We do move from one active pose to another through breathing. That is how we cultivate the sweat and the heat. And the results are endless. So there's mobility, flexibility, strength, good rest. If you're insomniac like I am, yoga is for you.
So do you do anything like content creation about yoga, or you're just an influencer?
I do influence, and I also do reach out to people. Like I do private sessions, corporate yoga, group classes as well. And if you have any yoga needs, or if you're a beginner and you're so great when it comes to yoga, I'm your contact person.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where can they find you?
So I have a studio that we co-own. It's at Westlands. It's called Yoga Hut Kenya, excuse me. But currently I'm doing a lot of corporates and private sessions. Yeah. So I'm trying to push yoga out there to people who are still not familiarized with
Yeah, actually many people don't know about yoga.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So I have a personal question about your dreadlocks.
Ask
do
away.
you get, like, you know, people are so judgmental, especially Africans. Do you get judged a lot?
Do I get?
Judged a lot because of the dreadlocks?
To a certain degree, yeah. Sometimes, I mean, you know, first impressions matter. And we come from a very humble, community-based country. So there will be people who will judge you maybe by your looks, because, oh, I have dreadlocks, and maybe a lot of people in our community, dreadlocks people, you might find that people have posed a bad image on them. And I think I myself am an ambassador, and I can be that leader and just lead the change, you know, and change the conversations. So
I wish you the best. I wish you the best, and your food.
Thank you.
So much watering.
Cheers.
So, Yobra, let me ask you something.
Ask me, ask away.
You know, me, I find it so hard to meditate. Like, just sit down and let your mind go away.
Me too.
Oh, you're a yoga trainer. Like,
I know a lot of people will say that. I saw that coming.
that was to be my question actually.
Yeah.
I was to ask you next week. I really try to meditate. In the morning I set up my 10 minutes, instead of being still and being in the moment,
like an opportunity.
I feel like there are communities inside the community. So the communities are the ones I try to eliminate. So
that is why we meditate, to silence those communities.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you wake up, first thing, what does your mind do when you wake up?
What does it do? Think about the phone.
Yeah, like your mind starts to think right away. I need to do this, I need to do that. So your mind is always constantly creating thoughts. Before you go to bed, your mind is always processing thoughts. So your mind was designed to process thoughts. So even when you're meditating, your mind will still process thoughts. Am I making sense? Yeah. When you meditate, you try to breathe and not engage, not to stop the conversations. Because your mind is like a river of thoughts, eh? So you just want to breathe for a moment and not make even any stories from what is popping up in your head. So you learn that discipline of staying still, that discipline of being attachment free to things, thoughts, feelings, emotions. And now it becomes a habit, you know? Start pushing weights. In a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most likely, 1 the most least, what are your chances of harming yourself when you just walk into a gym and you start pumping weights to prove?
Number one, you can easily have some muscle tears very easily, and then muscle cramps are going to increase, and fatigue will come quick, and actually demoralization, and eventually withdrawal.
So what I'm getting from you is chances are like a 10 maybe.
Yeah.
Good. So when you say is there any bad yoga, I don't think there's bad yoga or bad practice. It's a bad habit that gives you now the bad results.